Most people think buying earbuds for an iPhone is simple, but that's exactly why so many end up with weak mic quality, audio lag, or pairing issues. Today, I'll show you how to avoid those mistakes and pick earbuds that actually work flawlessly with your iPhone without wasting money. Pick a form factor based on how you actually use your iPhone. Before you even look at brands, you need to answer one question most people skip. Where do you actually use your earbuds the most? Because the wrong fit is how people end up buying gear they regret. If you're constantly moving, walking, running, or doing gym sessions, in-earbuds are your best friend. They're light, pocketable, and won't heat your ears. That's why AirPods exploded. They match real, mobile life. Now, let's talk about true wireless versus sport fit. True wireless earbuds like standard AirPods are ideal for general use, office work, and commuting. They give you maximum convenience. Sport fit earbuds like Beats Fit Pro use wingtips or ear hooks. These are essential if you do intense workouts where stability is a must. So don't start with features. Start with your lifestyle. Pick the form factor that fits the way you live, and you instantly avoid 80% of bad earbud purchases. Which Bluetooth codec actually sounds best on an iPhone? Here's a question most people never ask, and it's why their expensive earbuds don't sound as good as they expected. Does your iPhone even speak the same audio language as your earbuds? That language is called a codec. It's the format that carries music from your phone to your earbuds. So which codecs matter? SBC. This is the basic universal Bluetooth language. It works on everything, but it's the audio equivalent of the lowest common denominator. AptX or LDAC. These are the audiophile languages. Fantastic on Android phones, because Android supports them. But here's the catch. iPhones don't speak aptX or LDAC at all. So if you buy Sony earbuds thinking LDAC will improve sound on iOS, it won't. AAC is the one that matters for iPhone users. This is Apple's preferred codec. It gives you high-quality audio and a stable connection specifically on iOS. That's why AirPods sound so good. They use AAC perfectly. What you should do: before buying earbuds, look for AAC support on the box, because if you buy a premium pair that only focuses on LDAC or aptX, you won't get the performance you're paying for on an iPhone. This one check alone saves you from overpaying and underhearing. Why do AirPods feel magical while other earbuds don't? Here's a funny truth nobody says out loud. People don't buy AirPods because they sound the best. They buy them because they behave differently. And the reason for that behavior is hidden inside the earbuds. Apple doesn't just make earbuds, it puts its own brain inside them. That brain is called the H1 or H2 chip. And it's the secret ingredient behind all the magic moments you've probably experienced. So what do these chips actually do? Instant pairing. You open the case, a pop-up animation appears. Connected, no menus, no scanning. It literally feels like your iPhone already knows you've arrived. Automatic switching. Watching Netflix on your MacBook? Pick up your iPhone. Boom, the audio swaps. No settings, no Bluetooth list scrolling. It's invisible convenience. Audio sharing. Want your friend to hear what you're listening to? Just tap and share. 2 people, 1 device, no wires. So what's the catch? This magic only exists inside Apple and Beats earbuds. No third-party brand, not Sony, not Bose, not JBL, has access to Apple's chip. They can sound amazing, but they can't do the seamless behaviors iOS users love. Quick tip: if you own multiple Apple devices, a Mac, an iPad, and an iPhone, AirPods or Beats with H1 or H2 chips give you an experience that other brands simply cannot match, even if their sound is better. This is why AirPods feel magical. They speak the same language as your iPhone. Evaluate noise cancellation. It matters more than you think. Most people judge earbuds by bass or comfort, but there's one feature that can change how you hear the world. Noise cancellation. And there are 2 kinds, but only one turns chaos into calm. First, passive isolation. This is just a physical seal of the ear tip plugging your ear. It blocks sharp noises fairly well, but engines, buses, and airplane hums still leak in. Second, active noise cancellation, or ANC. This is the clever one. Tiny microphones listen to the world, then your earbuds play the opposite sound wave. They literally cancel the noise before it reaches you. It feels like someone turned down reality. Why ANC is a big deal. If you travel, commute, study in noisy places, or work in cafes, ANC isn't a bonus. It's a quality of life upgrade. Once you experience it, you won't want to go back. And don't ignore transparency mode. This uses those microphones in reverse, letting sound in when you need it. Announcements. Talking to someone. Ordering coffee. You hear it all without removing your earbuds. Apple's transparency mode is widely considered the closest thing to super hearing. Rule of thumb. If you value peace, look for earbuds with strong ANC and good transparency mode. They're two sides of daily usability. Don't ignore battery life. It affects how you use your earbuds every day. Here's a silent truth. Most people only realize battery life matters after their earbuds die when they need them most. So instead of thinking specs, think real life. If you travel, attend online meetings, or listen for long stretches, aim for at least 6 hours per charge, because 4 to 5 hours disappears quickly. And don't ignore the case. It's your power bank on the go. Look for around 24 hours of total listening time with the case. Charging matters more than people think, because if your earbuds don't match your cables, you create friction instead of convenience. Here's the simple breakdown. Lightning. Older AirPods and Beats. Great if you still use a Lightning-based iPhone. USB-C. New iPhones and most modern earbuds. The best choice for future-proofing. MagSafe charging cases. These snap to your iPhone's charger. Ideal if you hate cable clutter or want drop-and-charge convenience. Rule of thumb. Pick earbuds that match how you charge your phone, because convenience is the feature you feel every single day. Consider price to performance, because paying more doesn't always mean hearing more. Before you buy earbuds, ask yourself one question. What am I actually paying for? Sound, convenience, or branding? Because each price tier gives you different value, and the trick is knowing where you sit. Premium tier. $300 and above. You're buying top-tier ANC, a wide soundstage, and rich tuning. This tier is for people who want the best experience possible or travel a lot and need silence. Mid-range tier, $100 to $200. This is the sweet spot for most people. You'll get great sound, good ANC, and comfort. But you may lose the extras, like spatial audio. For many users, this tier gives 80% of the experience for 50% of the price. Budget tier, under $100. Perfect for casual listeners, but here's the catch. Microphone quality is usually the first thing that suffers, so if you take calls often, check reviews before buying. Best earbuds for iPhone users based on use case. AirPods Pro, 2nd generation, for Apple ecosystem lovers. Designed with the H2 chip, they give you magic pairing, the best transparency mode, and surprisingly strong ANC. They're small, simple, and just work. Beats Fit Pro, for gym goers and runners. The Apple H1 chip gives instant pairing plus wingtip stability so they don't fall out when you move. Great if you like AirPods but want a sport fit. Sony WF-1000X M5. For audiophiles who want ANC. These offer some of the best sound quality and noise cancellation in a compact earbud form factor. They require manual pairing, but deliver rich audio. Bose Quiet Comfort Earbuds 2. For ultimate quiet. Designed for the best noise cancellation in an earbud. They're ideal for travelers and commuters who prioritize silence above all else. Final thoughts. The right earbuds don't just improve sound. They change how you experience your iPhone every single day. So instead of chasing hype or brand names, focus on the features that actually shape your life. AAC support for clean audio on iOS, battery life that matches your routine, and smart connectivity like Apple's H1 or H2 chip if you're deep in the ecosystem. When you choose based on how you live, you don't just buy earbuds, you buy convenience, better calls, quiet commutes, and music that finally sounds the way it should. So now you're not just picking a pair, you're choosing an experience that fits you.